Watching her hide her feelings like that, it really hurts. You know what? For what this is supposed to be sort of like a semi sort of emotional scene, the music is incredibly upbeat, isn't it? Imagine that, just like a guy on his knee proposing to a woman, she's there, slightly teary, and then there's some fucking like clown in the background with the trumpet. How weird would that be? That's what this is like. Oh well. Rena, I could just make lunch for you, you know. Right now I'll say anything to make her feel better. Really, Ryu? You'd make lunch for me? Again, you know, I'm going to assume this is just Japanese stuff. Her eyes are filled with hope. Oops, did I just promise too much? Yes, I'll make you lunch. Thanks, Ryu. I'm sorry I keep forgetting my lunch. It's nothing, but you've been a lot more forgetful than usual lately. Are you getting enough sleep? That's a blunt way of putting it. You don't have to worry about me, it's just the usual. But I've been meaning to ask you a question. It seems like you always pack an extra large lunch. Are you really that hungry? Well, I do tend to eat a lot. No shit! You fucking had 3 sandwiches, sunshine! Yeah, I do eat a lot. I'm a guy after... That's no excuse! Why? It's not that much more calories that you have to eat. You don't have to eat like 3 times the amount of a normal person. I'm assuming he's going to have more than his sandwich anyway. Ryu, may I ask you something else? It's about this morning. Uh-oh, I really didn't mean for her to hear all that sentimental stuff I was spouting. About what you said about me this morning, did you really mean it? You know what, this is the shittest scene for like an emotional reveal ever. This music is so weird. I smile a little. Rena, you know I wouldn't lie. I do think you have a lot of potential. What a way of saying it. I think subtly he's just trying to say, look, you do look 12, so, you know, fuck off. I've seen you when you're serious about something and you're a very strong person. Thanks, Ryan, that means a lot to me. It's just that I always thought that you didn't think of me as a very interesting person. Is this Saint Reveal Day? Is there a saint on the March the 8th that I didn't realise existed? And it's just like, right, tell all your friends exactly what you think about them. You know what, we're going to fucking check what saints there are today, just to make sure. So apparently, Saint John of God is, the saint today. Oddly, patron saint of booksellers and printers. I shit you not. Like, look that up for yourself. That's not what I expected to find. It's almost as bad as the Romans with their little stupid gods. God of cupboards and door hinges. And it's like, fucking, what's that? Anyway, I let out a sigh as I tried to hold back my smile. Rena is really cute when she acts shy like this, although for her I doubt it's an act. But as cute as she is, I really don't have any romantic feelings for her. Yes, game, I get it. Isn't this normally with visual novels? You get to choose your own way. But most of the time here, they've just been going, no, you don't want this person. They are strong, they are cute, they are young, they are a little forgetful. However, you like this person, alright? You will choose her! I wonder if the game's an evil dictator, really. Why don't you think you're an interesting person? Well, I just felt I had nothing interesting to offer to others. Emo problems. Rena, you're one of the model students in this school. You've got good grades, a cute face, and a sweet personality. I might be popular, but I don't have any... Oh, damn. Yeah, not even gonna read that. I only know you and Claire. I really feel lucky to have Claire as a friend. Again, Saint Reveal Day. And you? I feel like we share a bond because we're both Y2K orphans. I don't know what that is. Y2K orphans. Well, let's let the exposition tell me what it is. Oh, not even that. They're just going to explain. Considering we're in the middle of the class, it must be so weird if this happens every day. Just every time they look over, it's like, oh, fuck's sake, Rena and Ryu are just sat there. The clown in the background with his trumpet and everyone else. Those two are just sad. Oh, Lord. 7 years ago, the Y2K bug struck the country of Sorayama. Unlike the rest of the world, we weren't ready for it. All the technology we relied on failed. It was a disaster. Buses. Okay, so I'm going to assume that this is kind of written on the basis of the Millennium bug and what that was going to do. Ha! You 90s kids don't know. Oh, wait, what? No. Yeah, I'd say, because I've seen the stats of my channel, like 50% of all people aren't going to know what the Millennium bug is. Well, they are, because they're going to go to Google and then pretend they did. Oh, the wonders of the internet. Buses, planes, traffic lights, the economy. The economy! Yep, the economy just broke. Money dissipated into thin air. Everything fell apart because our computers only used 2 digits to represent the year. Hundreds, maybe thousands of people died in the panic. That's not a lot, is it? Many leaving behind children with no place to go. As a group, we were labelled the Y2K orphans. Like, there was mass hysteria over what I'm assuming is a fairly big country, and then hundreds of people died. Like, hundreds. Whoop. That's quite good for, like, mass hysteria. Rena and I are 2 of those unfortunate children, right? Who are foster parents now, I'm assuming that's the case. We were all dumped in an orphanage that felt more like a prison than a home. Again, it's this teenage emo stuff. What's this? I thought this game was a bit more upbeat. Well, many of the other children tried to run away, but I had a different plan to escape. You know, if it weren't for you and Claire, I don't know how I would have gone on. I can't believe how lucky I felt having you 2 around. So wait, was Claire there as well? I assume she came in after. It helps to have friends who can understand you. You and Claire are very important to me too. I know I can always come to you guys when I need someone to talk to. I felt I was really lucky too. If I hadn't met Claire when I did, I don't want to think about it. Yep, we're both very lucky, but it's more than just that. You can do anything if you have a positive attitude. Anything if you have a positive attitude? Were you not just paying attention to the last 7 minutes of that conversation? We were just being miserable. Whatever. I grin at her optimism. That's the great thing about Rena. Yep, if you keep on believing things won't happen, then they won't. That's bollocks. It feels corny to say such inspirational things, but corny is fine with me. Ugh. No, people like that really annoy me. Pisses me off, like on Facebook. Love is only what you make of it. The Socrates. It's like, alright, first of all, I doubt he said that. And second of all, stop posting inspirational fucking things on my wall. Us English don't work that way. We're cynical. Rant over. I have to go take care of a few things. Like what? He said before that we always spend our lunchtime together. Where are you leaving to? Although saying that, you'll be able to actually finally get off my lap. Whatever. Rena quickly shoves the rest of her sandwich down in her mouth. Oh, good. Her cheeks puff out, making her look even more adorable. I'm not sure that's what adorable is. I think needy. Thanks again for the lunch. Oh, thanks for coming back to my lap for saying that. Take care, Rena. Rena grabs her things and rushes from the classroom. I open up my next box full of sandwiches and dig in. I'm a growing boy after all. You're 17. Hey, I heard a bunch of guys claim they saw those weird creatures again. As I munch on my sandwich, I listen and the gossiping passing students. You mean all those giant spiders and rats that people keep complaining about? Yeah, these guys said they saw more of them in the forest yesterday. Well, this is a convenient conversation to be having out loud. Lately, a couple of fanatics have been running around saying they're seeing mysterious shadows creatures in the forest. Naturally, no one ever takes them seriously. Still, the fact that more and more people are claiming to have seen these animals is probably a cause for concern. That, or it's the school kids. And school kids have a tendency to lie because, you know, it's better to be popular, apparently. Yeah, whatever. Oh, Jesus Christ, we accidentally skip past something, don't we? Do you think Mysticia really has magic powers? Not even Mysticia, Mystica. She's called fucking Mystica. Take one guess if you think she has magical fucking powers. We already know that, night wizards exist in this game. Night mages, night wizards, whatever they were called. We already know they exist. Whatever. Who, that girl who keeps showing up in all those magazines these days? Well, I'm glad that you asked that, otherwise I wouldn't know who Mystica is. Look, exposition is a lovely thing, but come on, don't make you slap me around the face. Yeah, I heard someone downtown say he saw her using magic to fight those weird creatures. And no one noticed? Like 10 to 15 people have been talking about it. Whatever. A girl with magic powers fighting giant spiders? There must be something in the water if people think they're seeing all of that. Ah, no kidding. These people are all nuts. If anything, I bet it's a setup. Maybe they're getting paid off. Then why were you talking like it? Like that? About it? Where all of it belong? You two just didn't believe it. Whatever. I wouldn't be surprised she's making a lot of money off all the publicity. I mean, being a teen superhero is a pretty good angle to work. They could just fucking come along and people could see for themselves. I know they don't have that much technology nowadays, apparently. Well, no, they do. The TV at our house worked. So they've clearly still got, like, video cameras and stuff like that, which works. The Millennium Bug clearly didn't last that long. Whatever. We're not calling it Y2K. We're calling it the Millennium Bug, because that's what it fucking is. Well, the otakus are eating it all up. I don't know what that is. Some of them are even dressing up as her. I can't help but laugh inwardly to myself. I can't help but... Oh, fuck's sake, it's done that thing again. Somehow posing for magazines doesn't seem very heroic. Have you not seen Thor? He's in all lifestyle magazines, so maybe that was the actor. I can understand the need for money, though. I'm sure she was already making good money with her cute face and beautiful silver hair. As you do. I think they already said she's young, isn't she? No, what do I know? But if everyone thought that she was a real magical girl, then she'd be raking in the dough, wouldn't she? The things people will do for publicity these days. But I guess there's no harm in playing superhero. The clock on the wall informs me that lunch is almost over. How short is lunch? Like, there was no time in between where that amount of time could have passed. How long was my conversation with fucking Rena? Like, 50 minutes? Damn, lunch in this place is short. It's like a prison, isn't it? It's like 15 minutes long. Yeah, okay. So I finish off the rest of my lunch quickly. Yeah, that's how... Okay, so that just goes to prove that he did just eat more than 2 sandwiches. That's a lot he's eating. Classes are over for the day, so I head out to meet up with Alex. My guy friend, I assume? The halls are crowded as usual, and as I make my way through, I pick up snippets of random conversations. I wonder where Rena and Claire are right now. Excuse me, is your name Ryu? Judging by the look on your face and your spectacles, which don't actually seem to require anything, like any sort of thing holding them up, they are just glued to your face, I'm going to say no. Yeah, well, you screwed that one up, didn't you? Yes, that is my name. I am Sophia, a journalist for the Crystal Stream News. I have a few questions for you. A journalist for news. You're like 12. A haircut doesn't make you seem any older if you're going to dress like that and be that fucking small. The Crystal Steam News? That's our school newspaper. Oh, okay, so she is like 12. You are part of the Big Three, and I would like to learn more about them. Big Three? Well, okay then. Big Three. Is that a jibe at my weight? Sure, ask away. This isn't a good place. Do you mind coming with me? Not really. Now I'm even more curious about what's going on. Alright, Sophia, what do you want to know? Oh, visual novel logic. Hang on. Look, hang on. So, we are here, and now we are... moved absolutely nowhere. Visual novel logic. Oh, I see we jumped into another dimension. Alright, Sophia, what do you want to know? What is your relation with the other members of the Big Three group? Other members like who? I'm sorry, but I'm not really familiar with the Big Three. I didn't even know I was a member. Who are the other members? Oh, Rena and Claire. You're kidding, right? You don't even know that you're in a group known as the Big Three? I grin and shrug my shoulders. Nope. Want to fill me in the group I'm supposed to be a part of? I'm supposed to be the one that is getting information from you. Oh, I'm sorry. The big three are the major achievers of Crystal Stream Collegiate Institute, Claire, Rena, and you. Right. And we're known as the big three. At my school, we'd just be known as the SWATs. Whatever. The squares, there you are. The 3 squares. Just because, you know, fuck you with 4. Claire and Rena, oh, you mean because they have good grades and they're popular and attractive? Wait, why am I in this group? Well, people consider you being the 3rd member of that group, with Claire being the leader and Rena being the 2nd member. Are you just lying to me? Like, that's very specific. Okay then, but my grade average is 83%, while their marks are nearly perfect. There are more than just 3 people on the honours roll. Well, you are right about that. You're probably the 3rd member out of association. Hey, look, as a journalist, you're supposed to be endearing yourself to me, so I like you more. That's not the way to start. I force a smile, she's blunt. Well, I'm certainly happy that people value me more than my marks. While my grades don't particularly matter to me, I don't like hearing that I'm only thought of as a groupie. Hey! If the people we're supposed to be being a groupie to are girls, well, you know, every cloud has a silver lining, sunshine. Claire and Raina are highly active in the school activities while you are not, and you aren't considered very attractive by the female student population. Are you not studying journalism? This isn't the way to go about it. What do you want me to say? Like, oh right, stormed off in a fit of anger caused only by his own emotions flying out of control for no reason. Is this kind of story you want to write? Sophia is more than blunt, she's brutal. I try to hold back a laugh. For some reason, this situation is so sad it's actually funny. Oh, is there more to this than I know? Not really, there's not really anything funny about it. But I think it's about time you got around to whatever questions you have. I have some work to do today, so I'll make this quick. So then, what can you tell me about Claire and Rena? I'm afraid that I don't know much about them aside from being members of the Big Three. Am I dreaming this? This is actually happening, isn't it? This is a thing which is happening. She's the school reporter, and she's come to me to ask, insulted me, and then asked me for information about my 2 best friends. This is happening. Well, I have been friends with them for a long time now. I don't think it's my place to talk about them. No, I don't want anything bad about them to appear in your newspaper. Right, we don't do smear pieces. It's the official school newspaper. There is a lot we cannot publish. We have standards, you know. Well, it would be nice if we start to saw them, to see them. Really? I guess I should read the paper more often. Oh, that's a nice answer. I'm only asking you for a few leads on something. I won't quote you or make any reference to you. Leads on what? I can't tell you that. Then why am I going to tell you? Why should I tell you about our personal lives when you can't tell me about what you want to know? Because it's very important. Right, you're not convincing me with reasons like that. Alright, I suppose it can't be helped. If you tell me about what you know about your friends, then I'll let you know about a little secret. What kind of secret? Have you heard of the Wings of Light? You mean the urban legend? Oh, here's the exposition again. The Wings of Light are in the... No exposition here. He's just telling me. The Wings of Light are a notorious group of guys who are experts at winning a girl's heart. In other words, they're players. The Wings of Light! What a gay name for people who are players! Who calls themselves that? We are the Wings of Justice! Oh, hey, pretty lady. What? Rumour says they dated over 30 girls over the span of 9 months. Rumours, as if someone can't keep count. Whether or not any of this is true, I really hate guys who are like that. I can't forgive any guy who willingly breaks a girl's heart, and I wonder how many of hearts these guys have broken. Look, without wanting to play devil advocate here, by the time they've got through 15 girls in the space of 5 months, you'd think someone would realise not to date them. Oh, well, there may be a few inaccuracies in the rumours. They do exist. Interestingly enough, most of the girls that they're dated are still on good terms with them. In fact, some of them have even formed a fan club. Well, there's money changing hands. A fan club? That sounds a bit extreme. Sophia ignores my comment and continues speaking. At the end of last year, the group disbanded because of the tragic event and one of them disappeared. But I managed to track him down. Guess which school he goes to? Don't tell me he goes to Crystal Stream. You got it. I'm willing to tell you who he is if you tell me more about Claire and Raina. I'm afraid I'm not interested. You know what? 40 minutes in and we haven't still had to make a fucking choice yet. Even just like silly choices which don't matter and only change a few lines of dialogue. Not even that. Really now, aren't you worried that he'll take the heart of kind, gentle and innocent Claire? Ha 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 ha. I burst out laughing. She doesn't really know anything about Claire at all. What's so funny? Since when was Claire a gentle and innocent girl? I'll tell you this much about Claire. She's a strong-willed girl. There is no way she'll fall for a player like that. Besides, she's already dating someone. And you think that makes us... Oh my god. This is ridiculous! I'm just gonna pinch myself, be right back, and make sure that I'm not sleeping.